Hey guys, I am just watching over this video, and before we get started, I just want to say that I actually really am happy about these sales numbers. And I'm sorry if I'm not my usual energetic self in this video. I feel like the numbers are awesome, but the amount of work that they represent and the amount of work that, still has to come for getting ready for Christmas is just a little overwhelming. So I am definitely feeling the energy drain and just the wanting a little bit of a break. So with that said, go ahead and watch my slightly less enthusiastic than it should be video about my sales numbers. Hey everyone, Sarah here at Three Little Potters, and I just wanted to go over my Etsy sales numbers with you for the Cyber Monday holiday, Black Friday, and just sort of overall looking at how this holiday season has been shaping up for me sales wise. So you'll remember I was talking about November being a horrible month at the start, and I was trying to figure out if I was going to be able to pull it around by the end to hopefully make $4,000. And as you can see, I made $5,523 in the month of November. And when I really started implementing those changes around November 16th, you can see how my sales just steadily increased. Now we're in visits right here, but let's look over at revenue. So these are the different sales numbers and a little bit more variability there. So 517, 512. What happened on this day? Sometimes you'll get that inconsistency. It'll be a beautiful day and everybody's outside having fun rather than being inside shopping. And then November 30th, let's see, that was the Saturday after Black Friday. So that was the high day in November for me, and that was 586.57 on that day. And the other big challenge you'll remember at the beginning of this season was that I wanted to go ahead and create a Christmas bestseller on my Etsy page, and I was implementing a bunch of different ways to sort of get there and create the big mega listing that was going to sell a lot. And as you can see right here, I did manage to create a bestseller. You can see the bestseller listing right here, and I have updated multiple times at this point, and it's been great. Yeah, it's also an Etsy pick, and I have sold a lot of Christmas trees this season. The reviews have been great for them. People have been really happy. Yeah, it's definitely been a great bestseller for me this year. So here's just some information on that listing in particular. So this is my sales numbers for this listing for this year. So overall revenue in Christmas trees this year, I've made $1,878.10 on the Christmas trees. And here you can see, which is also interesting, is that I sold kind of a bunch of these in July. So there's this whole Christmas in July thing that goes on. So maybe don't take your Christmas listing down just yet. And then obviously with everything picking up quickly there. Here, let's look at my sales numbers for this year's Cyber Monday and the holiday weekend. So let's go to revenue here. So let's start out. This is Thanksgiving. I have it written down here what date was what. So this is Thanksgiving. On Thanksgiving, $296.50. On Black Friday, that's $383. And on the Saturday, $586.57. And I'm wondering, these numbers look lower than what I was seeing on the actual day. So I wonder if they're calculating in some of the shipping that I had to spend. That might be it. $371 on December 1st. And then on Cyber Monday, $785.25. So that was the biggest day for me, was on Cyber Monday. And I think that may be my biggest single day since I opened the shop. I'm not positive on that. I think I had a 780 last year, but I don't think it was quite that high. So, yeah, really, really great. So, when you compare to the previous year, and this isn't really comparing correctly because last year Thanksgiving was on a different day. So, let me go ahead and go into my stats and get that for you. So, here you can see last year for that same time period, I made about $1,000 less year over year. So last year, Thanksgiving was on the 23rd. My Black Friday numbers, let's look at it on revenue. So just in general, yeah, $1,000 less. Cyber Monday last year, I made $397 compared to the $785 of this year. So for me, yeah, it's been quite a bit up. And this would be 2022 tracking in here. So 2022, 2023 were pretty similar for me, but definitely 2024 has been the better year by far. So December so far is shaping up pretty well. Overall, you can see this number starting, we're in the unique situation that this year Cyber Monday was actually part of the month of December rather than November. So I'm starting my sales very high on December 1st. So I expect the month of December to make more year over year for me. Let's compare this to last year. So yeah, you can sort of see that slower start there because it's already been a week since Cyber Monday happened. And then, but still, even still in general, I'm tracking higher than I did last year. So at least for my shop, Etsy sales are up this year. And, some of this can be contributed to the extra steps that I took to get more listings in my shop and sort of, have a good base of merchandise for people to choose from. I also think this year that I have not raised my prices as much as many other sellers have. I felt like people are still really looking for bargains this year. I know they are every year, but even more so this year. So my prices could have been raised more, and I didn't. And I think that my sales are higher because of it. It's definitely a trade off, but that's a choice that I made this year. Another big question I had going into this season, holiday season, was taking part in the Cyber Monday sale, having a listing that was going to be offered at 25% off, if that would boost my overall sales. And I would say not noticeably. I would not say that the items that were on sale sold heavily. There was one day when the Christmas tree listing that was on sale just basically sold out. But there was only a limited number of those at that price, and I didn't notice any slowing of the sale of the full price Christmas trees. And so, I may offer something again just because I like to kind of give back this time of year, but I didn't really notice a huge change in my sales by participating and having the one thing that was listed. Maybe if Etsy had picked me up and decided to advertise my product in a certain way, that might have made a difference. But for me, I'm not looking at the year over year numbers. I feel like they're trending in the same sort of pattern. Yes, this year's up, but I'm seeing the same sort of ups and downs. I'm not seeing a crazy spike. Oh, maybe a little bit on Black Friday. There was that kind of spike there, but I really feel like that was due to the sheer amount of things in my shop and also the Alpine house listing. Um, when I got that out, it pretty much sold out in one day. That was not on sale, but because it was a new product and it was interesting and it kind of matched with the other product, and a lot of people already were collecting my Christmas trees, that having a new little house to put with them was very appealing. So I think it was more that that added to the extra sales than it was actually having an ornament on sale. My ornaments were on sale on Black Friday, and I believe I sold like one. It was definitely it was definitely not really moving those. So overall, I'm still really happy with Etsy. They're still, really, really doing well by me. I've been paid on time. There's been no weird holds on my account. I still see all these people complaining about different things that are happening to their Etsy account. But for me, sales are up. It seems like still a great platform to sell on. And I am going to be continuing on in the new year with posting as much as I can and getting as much made to sell as I can. So thanks for watching. Let me know. Is anybody else out there selling on Etsy this holiday season? Are you seeing good numbers? Is it still worth doing? Yeah, I'd love to hear your comments. Thanks.